We wheel them and we turn them and we rock them and we sound them and we tempo them and last the rhythm sweet.
Hi guys, welcome back to the Riddim Suite. I'm your host Felicia Renee, and today we're on set of the hottest new web series that's sweeping the nation, JudasKiss The Series. So welcome back guys, we're sitting here with Shaquille Ellis, who is the creator of JudasKiss The Series. Welcome.
Thank you, thanks for having me.
Of course. Now tell us, where did the idea come from for JudasKiss?
Oh Lord, where do I start? I'm used to being on stage, Jamaican theatre, or being in front of the camera when doing film. After working with Travis on a couple of projects, Travis TV manager contacted me and said, you know what, Shaki, you need to branch out and do something for yourself. And I said to him, I can't. I don't think I can do this. I'm not a writer. I'm used to getting a script and working with the script. But with all the pushing and the nudging and the cost out what I get from him, I decided to write something. Funny enough, I came up with the idea for JudasKiss this series while I was at work and called up a couple of my friends, Valerie Simpson, who played June, Famous, who is known from Travis TV, DJ Blazer, who plays Jeff in JudasKiss The Series, who is my husband, my on-screen husband, I should say, and also my sister.
Yeah.
So I called him and I said, listen, I came up with an idea. Would you guys come on board with me? And right then and there, they agreed with it, and they decided to come on board, and from there, more people started rolling in. Anjoval, he came on board as a DP, and I have him to thank, and I had to call out his name, yes, because when I tell you, late nights, early morning, it no matter, and because of him, the ideas keep flowing, and I have to thank him.
You seem like you have a cast that just rolls with it.
I thank them so much to the point where I think they're tired of me. They're like, listen, Shaki, we're family, But I'm so thankful for this set. I can call them at 8 o'clock in the night and say, listen, you see that scene we were talking about? You think you can come like in another half an hour and another? And they'll be like, all right, let me free up some stuff and then I'll come. Very dedicated, and that's the main thing that I'm thankful for. Because you can have people that will work with you, but they're not really dedicated to your vision, project or your vision. Thank you. But I'm really thankful for them.
Let's talk about the name. JudasKiss, the series. First of all, why the series? Why you had to add that series?
Okay, because the reason I added the series to it, searching for JudasKiss, you'll see a couple more stuff that will come up. There's also another web series that's on YouTube that's called JudasKiss.
Oh, I see.
So I had to add on the series just to make sure that I differentiate between the
right, other JudasKiss.
Exactly.
I see.
Make sure that you can tell them apart. To be honest with you, the idea that I came up with first was with June. The two characters that I came up with was June and Robin. JudasKiss, the name came up because honestly, I had a couple more names that I won't even say right now in mind. But the fact that there was so much betrayal and stuff, jealousy and greed that came into play with the idea, Judas came to mind.
That goes straight to the Bible.
Exactly. I grew up in the church.
Okay.
I grew up in the church. So a lot of times somebody might say one thing, say talk about greed, right? And another person might think of money.
Right.
I think that's because of my upbringing, that certain things goes back to the Bible for me and goes back to the church.
How would you say your Jamaican roots have influenced JudasKiss The Series?
I'm used to doing theatre. Jamaican theatre to be exact. And with how Jamaican theatre play well, a lot of cultures can relate to a lot of things that goes on in JudasKiss. But it's how Jamaicans will deal with those situations. Because how we deal with things, a lot of people might look on it and say, then why them take it that way there? Or why them deal with it like that? So it's just how Jamaicans deal with things, put it like that.
So then how would you say you captured that in JudasKiss?
Jamaicans have a way of blowing things out of proportion. Everything we make big. Right? It can be a simple thing that we can resolve in a simple way. Put it like that. But we have to blow it out.
Right.
In Jamaica, you have neighbors that might fight over some simple things. And it causes big commotion in the neighborhood.
Right.
Boy, Susie and Miss Mary are fight down the road. And you run and you try to find out. Then I want to make them a fight today. Oh, she hang her clothes over the line on the fair side of the yard. And you say then wait. So you tell me say she could have just call over to her and say, you know, see your clothes are hang over on my side.
Right.
But it's probably all the way she call over to the neighbor. So it just go back to we as Jamaicans, we take things
To another level.
to another level sometimes. So it's like you see all that play out in JudasKiss where somebody from another country might say, but they didn't have to deal with it in that way. They could, you know. But
So
there
then,
you go.
was that difficult for you to write?
No.
Really?
And it all goes back again to me being on stage. All that I learned from Jamaican theatre comes right back into JudasKiss. Because even sometimes when you see even me playing Robin, there are times when I look back on even the footage and I say, you know, some kind of go overboard with that. Or it's so dramatic the way, it's like I'm on stage acting. So on theatre you exaggerate more than what you would do on film.
Right.
But you see a lot of exaggeration coming out in this series. And it's all coming back from the culture, and I guess from me writing it because of the whole Jamaican theatre background and stuff. So you see all that play out.
So what's interesting about you though is you're not only the writer or a lead actor, right? But you're also directing. We got footage of you holding a boom mic earlier. You do everything.
Honestly, it comes natural, and it's my first time, but it's all natural. And I have Andrew and the entire cast and crew of JudasKiss to thank for that, because we just work together. It's like a family. So for me holding the boom, it's not a big deal. You understand? If Andrew called me and say, listen, I need you to change the battery in the camera, I go ahead and I do it. If we call June and say, June, we need you to hold the boom this week. It's like we all work together, and it's just, we work together as a team.
So what would you say your motivation was for writing JudasKiss?
The people that believed in me. Family members and friends that look at me like, oh my God, you know, you're so good, you can't do this, you know, you have it. They're the ones that are pushing me, to be honest with you, because there are times when I have doubts. And I'm like, you know what, I've never done this before, what am I doing? I don't know what I'm doing. But I have them behind me, pushing me, and just the fact that they believe in me, I have to believe in myself.
So JudasKiss The Series is under Shacknero production company.
Yes. After coming up with the series, of course I had to come up with a name for the production company that's covering the series. I reached out to a friend of mine and I'm like, listen, you know, I have to come up with a name for my company. I can't come up with anything. Shaki? No, that doesn't sound right. Shakil's Productions? No. And this friend of mine, this individual, actually said to me, why don't you come up with a name that means a lot to you? A name that people will remember, a name that's catchy. And I said, okay, something has to do with Shaq. And Nero, who is my father, he died when I was 13. So the name Shaq, of course, is from Shaquille. And then Nero is my father's name. So,
Combine
so
them.
yes, Shaq Nero Production.
Very nice. So what would you say your challenges are
With this project, the ideas
for each episode?
for each episode to flow. Like I said, this is my first time doing this. So there's a lot of things that even have to do with script writing that I had to learn. So it's like while I'm doing this, I'm learning. So there are times when I might mess up on certain things, but the good thing is, like I said, I have people pushing me, so I have them to help me at times too.
In just about every question that I asked, you always go back to the people in your life who are pushing you.
My
right?
family, my friends. And let me not use the word family lightly, because when you say family, sometimes a lot of people think about blood. And yes, I have family members who are blood related that are pushing me, but the cast, the cast and the crew, they're my family. Because without that, I wouldn't be able to do this. I have some of them that I talk to every day. And with them being so dedicated to this project, it gives me this feeling that, you know what, I can't give up. I have to do this. I have to keep pushing. Why? Because I'm not only doing this for myself, I'm doing this for them.
So now what's next for JudasKiss?
Oh, Lord. There's so many plans. I'm thinking about Netflix. I'm thinking about maybe BET. Listen, Stars, HBO, all of them.
Everybody
Everybody come. I'm hoping I'm really pushing and I'm praying that this will go far. And let me say again, not only for me,
But for your backbone.
but for my backbone. This is some of the cast and crew of Judas Kiss the Series and the Riddim Suite.